Well, hello and welcome to day 2 here in the desert of Saudi Arabia, which brings with it fresh hope for our players competing here at the FIFA eWorld Cup featuring eFootball. With 5 rounds to go on the console side of things, everything is still to play for here on day 2. The groups will be coming thick and fast again today. It's going to be a day full of eFootball action. Well,
Welcome everyone to the day 2 of FIFA eFootball of World Cup 2024 Riyadh. It is time for the action of the console players today, and joining me on the desk is Mr. Lokman. Loki, we saw yesterday our mobile team was performing phenomenally well, but the console players, they had a hard time yesterday. Do you think we can make a comeback and qualify for the playoffs on day 2?
Yeah, I think Spartus, it's good to be back, and we're here to actually see a turnaround from the console team because yesterday things
Yes.
did not go their way at all. And but I think that happens at the biggest stages because they're playing for the first time together at least. And when it comes to an occasion like the FIFA World Cup at the biggest stage, when India's debut season in a new title, of
Yes.
course, after all the shifts we've seen in the past year, I think that could actually turn out to be a surprise for us because when we talk about the mobile version, Daniel was amazing, absolutely phenomenal. He's
Yep.
gained so many fans yesterday. And if the console team can do the same today, then I think it will
Yeah.
just be fantastic. And I think it'll be a turnaround. And we've seen that in the past with the Indian national team. So I'm not counting them out just yet.
Exactly, and you have been a part of the e-national team as well, so you know the players way more than anybody else here. But now, we played 3 matches, but not a good result. But we saw drastic improvement from our game number 1. Against Korea, we were quite lacking on the defender side, but then in the consecutive games, we were able to score goals, create more opportunities, and the score lines were pretty much close. I just hope that today Saksham and his lads they are able to get through us for some goals and maybe secure some victories. Because even after the first 3 games, we still have 5 more rounds to play.
We do indeed. I mean, 5 matches can totally change the course of the game. Yesterday we saw 4 games. I mean, the fixtures from yesterday, rather the results from yesterday, just you can see that it's been tough for India. But after the first game, it was complete domination by Korea, and the turnaround that the national team did for us, I think against Spain, it was a close game. We always talk about that one chance. Had that pass not been played and a shot was taken, it could have been a different scoreline altogether against the likes of Spain, but against France as well, narrow losses, both of them. And to be able to come that close against teams like Spain and France, I think that just gives us a lot of hope for today because we spoke about this. If the day 1 ends on a scoreline like this, I think that's probably a positive sign that the boys have worked hard and they're ready for day 2 compared to the first game played against Korea. So yeah, I mean, if we go on the stats, I think it is something positive to take out nonetheless. But here we go. Today's fixtures is an interesting one because India starts against Poland. Poland managed to play, I think, pretty decently yesterday from what we saw. I think Poland even beat England in one of the games, if I'm not wrong. And that is the kind of test India has. Kicks off in just about a few minutes. Then India plays against Malaysia, one of the teams to watch out for because they beat the Netherlands. It was such a good game, Spartans. So, yeah, I think taking on from there, Netherlands, then of course we have Indonesia and England, followed by that. A lot of matches today, indeed. So, if I have to see things from this perspective, Spartus, I think we have a lot of games today, and they just have to be extremely patient with even if the results don't go with us in the first. I think there's still 4 more games to go. So I mean, a lot at stake
Yes.
here.
Oh, for sure, for sure. But again, if you look at the leaderboard, it is still open for business. The top 4 teams, they are pretty much up close. They have 6 to 9 points with them. So the remaining 5 matches we have, if we manage to get some victories out of them, there's still a possibility that we'll end up in the top 4 for the console group as well. Because if we manage to do it, playoffs are on our way, and this is going to be historic for us. In the debut season, making it to the playoffs, this is what every eFootball fan needs from our players out there. But if you look at the group, England, they are also struggling. Malaysia, Poland, everybody out there, they are not having a good run. If India can bounce back today, it is going to be just the perfect start for day 2.
Oh, absolutely. I think we can't just count them because there are 5 games, and if you see the difference between, like, of course, we're on 0 points, and in no position actually to even think of making playoffs, to be very realistic. But while there's if there's a hope, there's a way. And I mean, if you see up until at least the seventh position where Malaysia is sitting with 3 points, I mean, two wins, and it could just totally change the course. And yeah, I mean, up until Korea itself, you can see is like 6 points. If you look at the table up until third, actually, where France and Indonesia are actually flying, but Netherlands, Korea downwards from there, they're all pretty much the same. Couple of matches and it could change everything. The first win is so important for India because if we don't get a result from this game, Smartest, then I think it would be a long way back. It'll be a huge climb for the boys in blue. But yeah, I think this group is very stacked anyway. I think we've been talking about this, that it's not going to be an easy task at all in our debut season. When you put things into perspective, a lot of other teams are also in the similar position. Like apart from France
Yes.
and Indonesia, they're both unbeaten. But beyond that, everyone's had one or two losses at least. So I think it's still pretty close going forward.
It is going to definitely a very tough battle. But yeah, I believe in the E-Tigers. They can surely kick things off in a great manner. Beating Poland will be the first step towards it. Because you win two matches and then all of a sudden you have 6 points and then you are eyeing out to be in the top four. Because this is what the thing is like. Something to 10 points, something around 10 points is what we are aiming for today. If we get that, the qualification chances are going to be immensely high. And this is what we need from them. Saksham is definitely capable of doing and pulling some miracles off. He has done it in the past, and I hope he can do it today again. Because the way we have played, Chinmay, he has been a fantastic player as well. The defending side surely looked nice, but the thing is, even with the deadlocks so much close in the previous matches, getting conceding in the 75th minute just broke out the entire momentum that we were trying to create. We had goal scoring opportunities, but we were not able to clinically finish them. All of that could be turned into our favor today. 5 matches,
Yeah, I think
3 victories, and a draw. I think that would be perfect for us.
yeah, absolutely, Spiders. I mean, if you see things from the perspective of the likes of Saki, who is of course the
Yes.
most experienced player in the team, alongside the likes of Chinmay and Ibrahim. I think it's a good mix. It's a good mix of players in
Uh-huh.
the team with young blood and an experienced player who's played a different title, represented the national team over there. He's seen the biggest of the biggest stage. So I think if you see the standings once again, I think this is what Indian teams should not look at. Like I'm pretty sure uh, Saksham, out of all people, who was coaching Daniel yesterday as well, I think he's someone that I'm personally very close to, and I know his mentality. He is exactly going to tell the boys the same thing. We are not supposed to be looking at the table. It's a fresh start, a new day, a new dawn, and all we have to do is try and win all the 5 matches that are there. Because if you mathematically calculate, I mean, of course, being realistic is one thing, but when you're
Uh-huh.
actually seeing things from that perspective, you have to be hopeful. But if 5 out of 5 wins, that
Yes.
is 15 points. And if you get
That's
15
crazy.
points from that is honestly crazy because other teams are playing each other. Not all teams can get a win. One team is going to be winning. There could be a few draws as well. So mathematically, we're not out of the tournament yet. Just have to make sure though that
Yes.
there are some points, and I think it's going to go in double digits for sure. The qualification. I mean, I don't think so. Any team would be making it with 9 points. I highly doubt that, unless and until France and Indonesia end up beating everyone else, and the third and fourth spot is up for grabs with just single points tally on the table. So yeah, I think it's too difficult to call right now, and I think all the focus should be one game at a time, not to think
Yeah.
beyond that, because if you start thinking like that, then it just gets to your head. So yeah, just try and win. I mean, give your best, and miracles do happen, and I personally feel that there is a chance today. So yeah, optimism is at all-time high. I would encourage the viewers and supporters as well to be patient, yet to be you've seen the best eFootball being played from the boys. But
Yes.
yeah, I mean, anything can happen. We've seen the likes of Indonesia and France. So yeah, it's going to be a tough affair indeed.
Oh, for sure. But the first match, that is, we are facing Poland. They have played 4 matches, won two of them, lost two of them. They are on a very decent run. And if we can create good chances against them and then finish them as well, because chance creation is there, we are getting the final third. But the final shot, the clinical finish, that is what we are lacking yesterday. That opportunities to get converted into goals, that what we lacked the most. Because now scoring single digit, like 1 or 2 goals, that's all. We had abundant of chance, but that final third, the passing, that finishing inside the box is what we were lacking. If today Saki, Chinmay, Ibrahim, if these three lads can fix it, I see a definite hope for a qualification. Because at this stage, at the eFootball World Cup, this is all that matters. Qualify for the next stage. And if we do that in our debut season, it is going to be historic for our country.
Oh, absolutely. And when you talk about the chances, though, as well, Shubhank, I think if it's it's a gray area, like, because when the Indian team yesterday, we saw they weren't able to create many chances. That's simply because they were losing the ball too much in the midfield, and that's exactly
Yeah.
what they need to start off with. I think that's probably what Saksham must have told the boys. And of course, I'm not really familiar personally with the game of Ibrahim and Chinmay, the way that they've played to get here, but I'm pretty sure with all their experience in eFootball, they must have thought about this, that what can we do different in order to create more chances. They must have studied the gameplay of other teams who were doing really well yesterday. So if you can pick up on those play styles and try and replicate it in your matches, I think that's really important.
That is going to be very, very important, as you said. And Saksham, with the experience, he surely should be able to fix all the things we faced yesterday. But now, the next match, it is India taking on Poland. That match is going to be definitely a thriller to watch. It is going to be begin in a very short time. So stay tuned. We are just here and we are just letting the players to begin with the match. The lobby is getting ready up. As soon as the match begins, we'll be back to you guys.
Drugs that has enhanced their gameplay. So I think so it is a very important step that FIFA has taken. This way at least athletes have an idea at the back of their head that they can't cheat the system. Everything is fair. They have to just show their gameplay and not take anything to enhance their gameplay.
Well, that is a really important topic, and I'm really glad that FIFA
There we have it. India against Poland. The game has begun, Lokman knew. The match, which was so much awaited, Day 2 of FIFA World Cup 2024 featuring eFootball is live into action. It is India against Poland, and Poland, they have a good opportunity. Lewandowski trying to head it down, but could not do much. And to begin things off for Team
Yeah, I
India,
think
it's Saki
what a start.
alongside Chinmay.
Yeah, Shubhang, I think what a start this could be for us, as we spoke about. I think the game kicked off quite suddenly than we expected, and all that build-up has now have to come into play for Team India. You can see Poland, of course, trying to attack as swiftly as they can. Team India has to be very careful while defending here. Well done there. I think they just have to look stronger in Manveer Singh, though, the man we saw create magic yesterday. Can he do something for us? Ball on the wings with Sahal. Just not enough to beat the defense of Poland. But this fixture is all it comes down to, because the victory is so important for Team India.
For sure. The first game of the day, we need that 3 points right now. A good attempt though from Poland. They are building up good chances, but we are keeping our defensive shape intact. But now again, Manveer Singh, he has the ball. Trying to dribble out, but lose the possession. But again, we regain the possession back again. Samad is running down the wing. Can he have a cross inside the box? Dribbles around. Brandon crosses inside. Manveer Singh could not win that header. Another interception there. And a good opportunity created, but we just need to score one of those.
Yeah, we really need to. I think it's a positive start from Team India indeed. If you see, like, they've been more direct with their approach, and that's exactly what I was expecting from them. They just have to be very careful defensively, not letting Poland take a lot of shots. Very well defended. Ishan, good bit of passing there. We're losing. India has to be very careful. Good block there by Anwar Ali. He is the main man for India at the back, though, Shubhang. I think we have to keep that in mind, that Anwar Ali is one of India's best defenders in real football, and can he replicate that in this game as well? Because we saw Manveer Singh highlighted so much yesterday, and with the likes of Lewandowski, I mean, we cannot forget about him, the main man for Poland, while we talk about our main man. So yeah, I think Lewandowski is going to be the one to stop for the team in blue. And yeah, I think Poland has been very aggressive at the start. Team India has done a good job up until now defensively. Just have to avoid these kind of mistakes and play as direct as we've seen them do it till the 20th minute mark.
Exactly. Another good block there by Nuru Thapa. Wins the ball back, but the high press for Zelensky. He's keeping the possession in the favor of Poland yet again. On the wing, gets back. The attempt that Poland tried to create has been denied. They have good attacking sequences till now, but Team India, we are able to hold them as much as possible.
Yeah, we have done that, but I don't think so. This is the approach our E-Tigers would have wanted, because they're still of course, the back seat with Poland attacking so well. They are a very good team in this tournament, as we saw them getting a result against England as well yesterday. So yeah, India just has to counter-attack this, basically try and, you know, make these knockdowns a lot more. Manveer Singh now, good chance, and that is a foul for Team India. I think it's a positive start. Just don't have to concede early and keep playing the way that they're playing, so direct in their approach. Good header there, knocks it down. Brandon Fernandez in a good position. Poland has been so tight defensively. India hasn't even got a chance to get around their box. So I think this game is pretty tight, Shubhang.
We had some crossing opportunities in our hands, but nothing more than that. Now again, Liva from Poland drives inside the box. Rahul got a good interception, and Nikhil Pujari there for the clearance yet again. Samar trying to hit the ball down. Deepak, yep, he wins the ball. Another pass might be on the wing. But man, Poland and their pressing is so perfect right now that whatever we try to do from the mid, we are not able to keep the ball.
Yeah, I mean, that's the kind of press we were talking about yesterday. Also, Korea showed that the best way possible when we went down against them, and that's something that they want to be careful of. Poland, nice bit of passing there, takes a shot, but the keeper was there in time, and India just has to hold their ground. It's all about getting the result, honestly. It doesn't matter, honestly, how you play, especially when you don't have points on the table. I think just to break that ice, even if you can just get a result somehow, I think that's where you can build up in the second game as well. But not to get ahead of ourselves, just have to make sure that we make more chances, because Poland has been at it right from the start. That's a chance of Poland. They're going to take a shot again, and that is so unfortunate for Team India to be conceding that goal. No reaction from Poland. They know that they've been knocking on the door, but that goal wasn't as clean as they come. And that is just part of football, isn't it, Shubhang? When you just try and get the ball away and the second ball falls perfectly for the likes of Lewandowski. He was not going to miss that. Very unfortunate. No player to mark that. And Team India is trailing once again.
Conceding rebounds is very, very heartbreaking. This is something we don't expect to happen, but yeah, part of the game. Now, we are trailing with the first goal. 35 minutes it took for Poland to break our defensive lines with a rebound goal. But now, the moment we try to build the attack, there is someone from the mid that loses out the possession. And it is just a high press from Poland. Every passing lane has been marked and they are on the counter yet again. Liver takes a shot, just drags it out to target. But this midfield presence from the side of Poland, it is so difficult for Team India. I think it is coming down to more the tacticality of the play, the type of formation both the teams are using, I suppose. Because we are not finding an inch of space to move around the ball.
Yeah, I mean, it's been tough indeed for us to break down that midfield of Poland. If you see their press also, they're trying to win those 50-50s and putting a lot of pressure on Team India in that sense. But I think it's still too early to call this. It's only one game. We saw Daniel yesterday, who was down to Indonesia's Garuda Frank in the mobile version. He came back to win the fixture. So I think I'm going to hang on to that hope, and which is exactly what the boys have to think about as well, that their teammate on a different version has done it. Why can't we do it? We can definitely make a comeback. They just have to stay solid, mark those passing options, because Poland has been really good passing the ball around. I'm probably going to try and keep the ball until the 45th minute maybe to attack. But Team India, nice snatch over there. Deepak has a chance to play it to Thapa. There's a run going on the right wing. Can he play that pass successfully? He does. Ishan Pandita tries to hold on to the ball. Just not enough there. And these are the little movements that Team India has to be careful about. I mean, just make those runs and try and get the ball as direct at the feet of the striker as possible, especially Manveer Singh. Might just have one more chance. Gives the ball away. Not the best time to do that. Poland has a chance, but Nikhil Pujari was there to save it. And it's been that kind of a half, Shubhang, where it's just been, the ball has been given too cheaply in the midfield, and that really has to change soon.
That is true. It is just we are taking too much time on the ball maybe. Whenever Poland try to press, we just lack the amount of support we need to keep the possession, and then it's just Poland players marking everything down. Trailing in the first match again, and this is not a side we wanted to witness in the first game of the day. Chinmay is trying his best to get Team India back into game. Saki on the side, yeah, the experienced lad. He needs to do something. Ibrahim doing his coaching duties there, being that third eye to give the information Team India needs. But now Poland, they were on to attack. Subhashish Bose, good interception. Deepak, we might be through for another counter attack here. Samad on the wing, still has the ball. Just takes more time, and now keeping possession, trying to build it slow. Another lob pass, just missing it out completely.
Yeah, I mean, when you see the start of the second half, where you're expecting to be more direct in your approach, and as you rightly said, the third eye of Ibrahim has to watch out for all these things. Good bit of tackling there, just unfortunate falls back to Poland. India has to keep their shape. As long as the score's 1-0, there's a lot of hope, given the time restrictions that are there in this game. Of course, the time is so crucial in eFootball that it's such a fast-paced game indeed, Shubhang. From what we've seen on day one, just have to be direct. Nice pass there, Manveer Singh. Can India make something out of this? Chests it down, but it's not good enough to play the ball out to the striker. I mean, India is creating those chances. They just want to make sure that they go direct. Brandon now has a chance. Good pass there to Sahal, manages to hold on to the ball, plays it back to Brandon. Can he take a shot? He does, and that's the equalizer we were talking about. Exactly the direct approach that Team India needed, and what a goal that is. Brandon, nice little celebration over there. I love this about eFootball, isn't it? So cinematic, and that's exactly the goal that we needed. What a finish, great bit of teamwork over there, Shubhank, and we're back in the game.
Yeah. This is what we needed. 60th minute, the equalizer. And this is so relieving for us. Good pass, good knock on, good finish to the near post. Exactly what Team India and our fan base needed. The back heel pass to the near post finish. Things of beauty. This might give us the confidence that we need in the final third. This might give us the approach we need. Because this is something which surely needs to get even better. Get one more goal and yep, 3 points for the game. That's all we are eyeing out for. Cross, head down, Brandon. Right, the left wing is completely wide open. We have the ball. Manveer Singh, Samad, caught offside.
Yeah, I think when you see this direct approach from Team India, you see okay, there's a lot of hope going forward. It's not as we saw it was such a stagnant sort of gameplay in the midfield we saw from Team India today. There's a lot of creativity. There's a lot of direct approach towards getting that goal and getting that result. So many lob passes as well. This is something they probably picked up from the other teams as well. And this, we did not see this, Shubhank, whatsoever. The way Team India is playing so direct, crossing it out, like trying to win those second balls from the likes of Manveer Singh. I think this is exactly what we need to be doing to create those chances. Here's a pause skewed, some tactical changes. I mean, if you see the stats though, Poland has been dominating. We've had one chance and we've converted that. This is exactly what we were discussing before the game, weren't we, Shubhang? That all we need is that one goal. Doesn't matter how the result comes. It's very important that we just get a result, and we don't have to dominate the game, especially for the icebreaker in the first game. We just have to get a result, something out of this, but 0 points.
Oh, exactly. A single point would definitely do the job right now. But the thing is, the attacking substitutions that we are making, the composition differences that we are making right now, we are looking to get the winner as well. Rahim Ali getting subbed in for Ishan Pandita. And also if you look at the formation, it's pretty much similar right now. 4-2-1-3. Left wingers trying to build up some space, and then the final third will have two strikers and a centre mid. But now, Poland has that corner. No one has scored a corner yet, so that's not a big issue. But the thing is, the way Poland are trying to just hold the ball and bringing players close, this looks like they have a stagnant game plan and they try to go direct. An ambitious attempt, but could have been something very different.
Yeah, there's quite a direct approach to go for the corner there. I think they're still trying to do that. And as you can see, Gurpreet Singh has been manually controlled to stop that chance over there. I think this is the corner routine we've seen a lot from the likes of Arsenal in real life. I mean, we've seen the set pieces, right? How they've played in the Premier League as well. I think it's sort of the same routine that Poland was trying, which is interesting to see. They're putting in real life tactics in the game itself. And isn't that something that is really impressive though? I have to give it to Poland though. But India, of course, even more impressive to defend those. And now has a chance. Sahal tries to play to Manveer Singh. But Poland once again, India needs to shut these attacks down as soon as possible. What an interception that is from Deepak Tangri. Brandon now has a chance to play it out to Sahal. Manveer Singh, can they want to just to do it? But just that extra edge Poland has defensively has been very difficult for India to break it down.
We still have 20 minutes to go. Headed down cross. Oh, Rahim Ali could be on the edge of it. Deepak Tangri trying to win the possession back, and he will with the support of Nikhil Pujari. But the thing is, the moment we win the ball, we just try to give a lob pass in the mid and we just lose possession at the very second. We need to keep things calm and collected, just like the players of Poland. Another lob pass, another pass that hoping to win the header, but nah, does not working out. It is just not working out for Team India. And Poland They are getting all of the ball they need. Another attempt. Good block. But now Brandon has the ball, trying to switch it around. First touch passes, going ahead. Jackson, back to Brandon. And now wheel the ball away and build up a counter. This is what I want to see. Yep, we stole the ball. Now trying to build up the counter. Take the time on the ball. Left wing is wide open. 87 minutes. We are trying to drill inside the box. Another pass. Final third. A little too early for that final knock on. Could have just set things up for the 3-pointer we needed from here. But now Poland, they are on to another breakout. Piasek. Nikola trying to drill out the ball. Another left back overlapping. Caught offside.
Yeah,
India now will have the final chance.
Yeah, Shubhang, I think that's the last chance that we were talking about. Don't have to give the ball away cheaply, because this is a very awkward position for a free kick. Any sort of 50-50 will drop down straight for Poland. Well done there. And now India just has to make sure that they don't concede on this. It's very crucial. Just clears it out. Not enough time, because they have the chance there, Poland. Didn't probably see the time. They thought it's probably going to be a full-time whistle, which is why he cleared it. To be very careful there with the throw-in. 93rd minute. This is such a nerve-wracking moment, isn't it? Poland is trying to do their level best to knock it down. They still have a chance. Just get it cleared. Just have to keep your shape. So crucial this is for Team India. They just clear it out, and that confirms the result. Team India drawing their first game. That is a much better start that we saw from yesterday. And Shubhang, when you see things from this perspective, I mean, look at Poland's disappointment. They obviously statistically knew they were the better team, and for them to miss out a point and for us to gain a point is so important. As I said earlier, it doesn't matter if the performance isn't the best. What matters is that you get a result, some points on the board, and this is a positive start, because there are 4 more games left for us, which is a possible 12-pointer, and that could actually change the balance of the table.
Oh, it could have been in our favor as well, Lokmanyu. Yes, we were able to get a single point from the game against Poland, which were a fairly decent team to face against. But the thing is, when we were in the final third, the things looked like on that 88th minute that if we had taken some extra seconds to keep the ball and then pass on to the striker, that very second could have just given us the second goal we needed, because the Poland's defense was completely cut open. We were managed to get in the final third, but that first time pass without even facing the direction of our striker, just lobbing it away and just thinking that the pass might connect. Something could have done better there, because I just really wanted to see Team India score that second, because the opportunity that was created was such a thing of beauty. But hey, never mind, we got the first point on the board. We played against Poland and managed to be able to get a draw. But other games, just look at Indonesia against England, 7-0 victory.
That is a massive scoreline indeed, and that pushes India up to 8th. England now at the bottom because of their goal difference being worse than us. And I think Korea actually helped us to move up ranks as well, because we're in the same points as England. You see the other results as well. Spain 3-0 against Malaysia. That puts them up to the 3rd position. Poland, of course, sitting on 4th with that draw. And as you said, like, it was so close. Team India could have actually won this game. It could have totally changed. We could have been on the 6th position indeed. But I think when we look at the likes of France, Indonesia and Spain, I think they are the out-and-out runners now. Poland, of course, India has already played them. Now it all comes down to our matches against Malaysia, the Netherlands, England. Of course, these are the fixtures that are so important for us. So, yeah, I mean, it's still not actually out of hands. 12 points up for grabs, isn't it, Spartus?
Exactly. Let's see how the next match will be played. We'll be right back with the game when India will take on Malaysia. welcome back everyone after a very short break to FIFA World Cup featuring eFootball. It is the day number 2 at Riyadh, and now it is time for our second game of the day as well. It is Team India taking on the likes of, I think it is Costa Rica up against us. And let me just confirm the matchup.
It's
that we
Malaysia,
have. And
actually.
it is Malaysia. Yeah, it is Malaysia taking us. So Malaysian, if I just want to look at the group standings at this point then, because we were able to manage a single point from the last match, Lukmanyu. And with a single point, the overall leaderboard is definitely looking a little bit more exciting to me. Yeah, even the Malaysia, they are on the 7th spot.
Yeah, I mean, of course, now that the game has begun, we will have a look at the leaderboards later on, Spartus. And if you see Malaysia, of course, they are a decent team. They will manage to get a result against the likes of the Netherlands, who are considered to be a very good team. I think it's just all about India being very solid defensively. Now that the game has begun, the point has been put on the table against a very good team. We got a result against in the last one, Poland, and it's all about getting those 3 points against the likes of Malaysia in order to put ourselves higher up the table.
Oh yes, but that is true. But for the time being, if you look at the attack that we are trying to build, we finally are getting some space down mid. So this tactic that we were trying to use in the previous matches, it is looking like it is finally working out for us. Or is it just a Malaysian defense that is too weak in the mid? Because we need to exploit that. We need 3 points for this match. Getting a 3-pointer from here will definitely give us the hopes. Now, just winning the ball back, losing a position yet again. But Malaysia trying to build at the final 2-1 touch pass it. Endrick loses the ball, but now Brendan trying to find Manveer Singh there, loses the ball. But Deepak Tangri back to Anil Thapa, down the wing. But Matthews, another interception into the play.
Yeah, I mean, Malaysia has been very direct with their approach, and as you rightly said, I mean, the midfield of Malaysia does not look as compact as we were looking for Poland, because they are the ones who are playing so direct, and that's their first goal. You can see that quick passing is what makes Malaysia so dangerous. We saw this yesterday as well, and this is a concern that Team India has now, because it's whenever it happens, whenever this happens, and you're in a position where there's a lot of space in the midfield, Shubhank, I think that's when they're able to create more chances, because defensively they're not too bothered about keeping their shape compact. They want to be pushing their players high up the pitch, and in order to play these quick passes. So Malaysia's tactics were spot on in order to do this. But this is quite worrisome for Team India, because they are in a position where they have to get these 3 points, and it's not the start they wanted.
Oh, exactly. And this is just heartbreaking as an Indian fan right now. Our E-Tigers, they are trying so hard to get into the game, but this looks like another those days when nothing is working out. Another long-range effort conceded. And again, we have acres of space in the middle of the box, but we are trying to lob pass a lot. And if you look at our opponents, they are the ones who are just getting the one to pass it back and back again. So this is something which is a difference in the play style that both the nations are bringing in. And by the look of things, I think the lob pass and direct style up front is definitely not working out for us at this point.
Yeah, I mean, when you see those passes right there in the midfield, that is very risky, because Malaysia is on the attack again. India has to break down the press of Malaysia. We saw Poland being very conservative in their approach, whereas Malaysia is very aggressive. So I think Team India, of course, has to adapt to this. That whenever they were playing those passes, they cannot be giving the ball away like this, as Malaysia's player switching and pressing has been spot on up until now. And all India needs to do is exploit the spaces, because the passing lanes have been covered really well. Lots of space for Manveer Singh to run into. Can he make that pass to Ishan Pandita? Nice bit of 1-2 over there. Sahal plays it to Pandita. He will get that ball again. Doesn't manage to put in the tackle and win the ball high up the pitch. Nikhil Pujari now to Thapa. Deepak, Manveer. Good bit of passing there. Brandon, nice. 1-2 there. Manveer Singh tries to go for a power shot, but not enough space in there. And Malaysia, of course, being super aggressive with their approach.
The way this game has started, it looks like it is all-out attack for Malaysia. They are there to score as much goals as possible. Just look at them again on the edge of the box. The shot might be on the way. A good flick pass. Another attempted shot. But this time, Gurpreet Singh Sandhu is there. So ever present. Just clears the ball out. But again, just losing out the possession to Fazal Ahmed. Finds the ball. A heel pass. Another long range effort. But Gurpreet Singh, this time, he collects it in a smoother way.
Yeah, I think Gurpreet had to get that save in. It was so crucial. We spoke about this in the last game as well. As long the score is just 1-0, there's a lot of hope for Team India to come back and even possibly win the game. But it's still early days in this game. Brandon now turns inside. He's going to play that pass. Doesn't manage to. I probably was thinking he's going to go for a shot over there. Nice bit of passing. Manveer Singh takes a shot. And the goalkeeper, so cinematic though, flying towards the left post and saving that. Team India, that is really positive from them. More of the same, please, is what the boys in blue must be talking about. Nice throw-in opportunity there. Tries to win the header back. Manveer Singh goes for a power shot, and that's exactly what we were talking about. What a finish that is. The throw-in working for India so very well. Heads it down to the man who's been on our minds since yesterday, Manveer Singh, the star man for India, finishing that with his left foot. Green times it 2 if you see that. What a finish that is, Shubhank. And we're back in the game.
Wow. This is what we needed at this point, Lokman knew. We were trailing by a goal and now we are back into the action. 1 overall, and this strike is such beautiful to see. Manveer Singh keeping Indians' hope high. We are still aiming for the 3 points, and this goal will definitely give us the confidence we need. 38 minutes it took for us to break the deadlock, and now we need to hold this kickoff first. Wins the ball back. Rahul gives it to Gurpreet Singh Sandhu. Switch off play, a bit too heavy. Concedes the throw in.
Yeah, I mean, that's a really positive sign for Team India. With that equalizer, they just have to stop this Malaysian attack. Throw in working almost for Malaysia as well. So deadly. It's almost like it's the corners that we keep talking about, the throw-ins we keep talking about. Throw-ins, of course, seems like the meta for a lot of teams. It's very careful. Team India has to be with the set piece.
Ow.
Somehow manages to not get the ball there. He should have though chested down. Great defending there by Anwar Ali, the man rock for Team India, standing his ground. He still has a chance for the 45th minute. Can they get the goal that they've been seeking? Have to wake up there. Defending ball back to Malaysia. It's so unfortunate. That is not the goal that you want to concede. That is really unlucky. And you can see from the Malaysian camp, as much happy as they are to score that goal, they know deep down that that was not the perfectly curated goal for them. But a goal is a goal, and they have the lead once again against Team India. We've been playing really well, though. I feel it's just very unfortunate. Look at that. 2 players just bumping into each other, and the ball falls really nice for Malaysia. That is so unfortunate. But I really hope that doesn't put them down, and they can make a solid comeback, probably from the kickoff itself, but a whole new half is left. There's still plenty of time, but that is 2-1 to Malaysia.
Oh, this is not what we expected, especially in the first half. Scoreline, if equalized in the first half, will definitely give you high hopes, but now scoring on the end of it definitely has a lot of momentum to get into the side of Team Malaysia. Just 2 minutes from the stoppage time before the first half ends. We are on to the attack, but again, that first pass from Ishan Pandita was just not good enough. The last ball out, trying to lob it ahead. Manveer Singh heads it down. Ishan Pandita on the edge of it, takes a shot. A bit too early, I would say, from Ishan Pandita there. Could have taken his time, could have gone for another extra pass inside the box. But this time, it did not work out. We have the more of the possession, but nah, man, Team Malaysia, they are so clinical on the attack.
Yeah, they really are. I mean, it's It was a good chance for Team India to end the half with. I mean, of course, that's a positive sign. They would want to be doing more of the same in the second half, which kicks off from Team India playing from left to right. They are down by a goal, but they're still in the mix. Brandon tries to just break that squeeze from Malaysia. It's been so tough for Team India to counter the press of the Malaysians. Hasn't been easy, but Team India has done fairly well in order to stay in the game and create chances for themselves. A couple of good chances apart from the goal as well, Spartus, which makes me say that we have a chance to even win this game if the scoreline is like this. Just a quick equalizer, and probably that shift of momentum would do the world of good for our boys in blue. Just have to be very careful with their passing though.
Exactly. The lob passes, the crosses, they are definitely not working out for us. Whenever we try to go grounded, it is something we will try to build up more. Just look at this pass, just look at this attack, fake shot, another pass inside the box, extra pass there. But a good block. But is that a pen though?
That is unfortunately a penalty though. We'll have a replay of that. It's just so unfortunate.
That was such a late. Oh,
So unlucky.
this hurts.
I mean, Malaysia with a penalty opportunity to make it 3-1. This is not something our E-Tigers would have wanted. It's just a very sticky situation for us right now. Can the goalkeeper pull off a miracle? Gurpreet Singh Sandhu. The nation is relying on you heavily to save this. Malaysia steps up to take the penalty. Gurpreet Singh, that is the save we needed. And the man steps up when needed. What an incredible save that is, and that is keeping Team India in the mix. Just talking about how unfortunate that penalty was. But the luck went to our favor. Gurpreet Singh standing up tall, saving that. The bottom right save, good dive there. And we're still in the game.
Oh, this is such a relief. If we considered that, our hopes will just get over at this point, man. But now, since just one goal advantage is what Malaysia has, we just have to save the corner and then get the counter attack running. Another direct attempt, maybe. They're setting things up. The Malaysian corner routine finds Endrick, short passes. Faisal back to Endrick. Cross inside the box. Gurpreet Singh there for the touch. But Malaysia, they are still able to get ahead. A corner, another misfortune attempt. A sneak inside the box. Gurpreet cannot control that power. And Team India, they are trailing 3-1.
Yeah, I mean, if you see what happened over there, it's just like a loss of... I just mishandled it, Gurpreet Singh, is it? Because the cross was put in. You see like how direct it goes. And yeah, Gurpreet Singh couldn't get a hold of that. And of course, that chaos over there from defenders just hasn't done top for us over there. I mean, it's so unfortunate to see goals like this. The penalty itself and then this goal goes to Malaysia for, of course, creating the chance really well. They have India, though I think it's a long way to come back into this game. The prospect, and then it's up on the clock.
We still have 30 minutes remaining though. Deepak finds under the Thapa. Another pass, headed down. Manveer Singh trying to set himself up, but now just lose out the position. Throw in conceded. An easy run of play, but the thing is, another attempt, another chance goes begging for Team India. The fact that we are trailing by 2 goals makes things even worse for us. The qualification hopes, they are going down slowly, Lokman. We really want Team India to get some points out of this game as well, but the score line and the chances that are just not going on the back of the net, it is getting really, really difficult for our E-Tigers in there.
It is indeed, and now not much time left now. We're about to get to the 70th minute mark. If we need a goal, we need it right now for us to come back into the game. Tries to play a pass, falls back really nicely, just not lucky enough for it to fall down to the feet of Manveer Singh. Deepak, Brandon. Can India pull off a miracle over here? We still have time. Never count the E-Tigers out is what I would like to say at this stage. Till the final whistle is blown, there is always a chance. Manages to get the ball, there's a pass available. Can they make the most of this? Takes a shot, and that is the goal we needed. Great bit of press there. Saksham is telling Chinmay to be calm, to not lose hope. That's the mentality you need. That's the experience he has to tell his counterpart that we are here. We haven't lost hope yet. And that little conversation he had with his teammate Chinmay just goes to show that we are still in the mix and we just have to play direct. What a finish that is. Look how beautifully he just curls his foot in. Bottom corner for Manveer Singh. Can he get us back into this game, Shubhank?
I really hope this is the opportunity we needed, and now just one more goal to get the first. Another draw might be their way, but Team India, Manveer Singh just lose out the possession. The CDMs running back, backtracking and intercepting the pass. Team Malaysia are doing it really nicely, but now Nikhil Pujari, a backheel pass misflicked it. Darren Logue running ahead, but Nikhil Pujari doing his defensive duties perfectly. This is the ball, but the possession, we cannot keep the possession for the long amount of time. So Wish is both there for the interception, trying to lob it away, gives away the ball yet again.
Yeah, I mean, it's the 80th minute mark almost, and Team India has been getting the ball. It's not like Malaysia has been able to hold on. As you said, the CDMs are tracking back, and that's exactly what Malaysia would want at this stage, to just hold off their lead. India, however, playing so direct. Manveer Singh once again with that header. India has to push for that equalizer. Great bit of interception over there. Winning the ball back in the midfield is so important for Team India right now. Every time Malaysia gets the ball. Nice bit of build up there. Lobs it out to Brandon. Deepak Tangri just making sure that the passes click over there. Nice pass. Manveer Singh just not enough to beat the defenders over there. Barely any time left, though qualifications hope are hanging on. His last 5 minutes in this game. Malaysia on the attack. Turns inside, takes a shot, and that is indeed a very good goal and seals the deal for Malaysia in this fixture. To the relief, as you can see, of their players. You have to give it to them. The counter-attack. That was a good goal, and unfortunately for us, though, Shubhank, it's been tough in this game, just coming ever so close, both occasions. Not enough to get a result, unfortunately.
Final third passing, the dribbling from the Malaysian side is definitely far better. They are able to keep the ball as long as they want. They are able to build from the wings, direct passes inside the box, and everything they have done looked phenomenal. If you look at the formation that they are using, it's kind of similar, but the positioning is what makes things different. Now they are just going all out defense. 4-5-1 for the defensive structure, and yeah, everyone said clear defense. Not given inch to Team India. No hopes for the comeback left. Conceding a lot more goals than we scored. And yeah, yesterday we saw some good performances on defender side when we were able to just block out every opportunity that the opponent was creating. Every goal chance that the opponent was creating, we were able to hold them down. But today, the things are definitely not enough side. 4-2 the scoreline, and barely any minute remaining. The last 5 minutes plus stoppage time. That's all we have.
That's all we have indeed. I don't know much time is even enough for us to even get one goal back, let alone two. And now the hopes are hanging on to the last 3 games, which are possible 9 points. So the maximum mathematically Team India could finish is at 10 points. That is if we win all 3 of our games.
Yes.
And I mean, it's just been tough for the console team.
And if you look at the overall group as well, everybody at the top of the group, they are getting their victories. Poland, France, Netherlands, Indo, they are getting the victories on board. So it makes even things even more worse for us. Because then the minimum point required for the top 4, they are just keep on increasing game after game. And yep, the game against Malaysia, this is already over. 4-2 score line. We cannot even get a consolation goal. Malaysia just clearing things out. 4 goals scored by the Malaysian side. A side which are definitely not that high up on the group, but they are able to score a huge amount of goals against us. 4 scored, and this is Malaysia's biggest win in the tournament as of now. 4-2, and Team India, we suffered another loss, and things are just not working right for the E-Tigers on the stage.
Yeah, I mean, if you see Saksham discussing this with Chinmay itself, that it's been a tough game, and all we have to do is just give our best. Not a lot of hopes remaining for the playoffs, but here are the results from Group A round 6. Korea going down 4-0 to Indonesia. Spain again with a win against the likes of Netherlands, 2-1 narrow win. Malaysia beating Team India 4-2. If you see the table, we're still on the 8th position. I mean, if you look at the table now, Shubhank, Indonesia top of the table, 4 out of 4. As we spoke about this, they did a boot camp for 14 days, which is why it shows that they're so good. They haven't even conceded a single goal. Isn't that just insane? I mean, it's crazy how the stats are like this. It's incredible indeed. Like we just the best team I've seen. And Poland, of course, second. France, Netherlands, both are in the mix. But there is still a lot of chance though for teams at the bottom. And if you see the results, Poland against India, 1-1. India, of course, doing so very well against Poland to snatch a point, put points on the table. But Malaysia now winning against India 4-2. Next game is very crucial for us, Shubhank. It's against the Netherlands.
Exactly, the mighty Dutch. They are on the 5th on the leaderboard right now, so Dutch, they are even eyeing out to get in the top 4, and they are pretty close to that as well. But then Team India, can they create an upset? Because the remaining 3 matches, they are all so difficult. We face the Netherlands, then we face the Indonesian team, both the teams who are performing really well. But then the last game for the day is against England, and if you look at this overall standings, England and Team India, we are both on the same scale. So both the teams are just fighting for the bare minimum qualification if we can get something. But yes, Team India, we expected a great start to the day, especially against Poland, where things looked nice and we were able to create so many chances. But again, the finishing inside the box, as we talked in the pre-show as well, that is still lacking, and that lob through passes, nothing of that sort is working out, especially in the midfield.
Yeah, I mean, it hasn't really worked out for us. And Malaysia, of course, with a different approach to the game as compared to the Polish, because the Polish team was indeed, they were defending differently, and Malaysia, of course, just pressing really high. So it's 2 different play styles India had to adapt to. Let's see how the Netherlands play. But yeah, these are the matches that count. Every single game counts. Have to win 3 out of 3 games to have a chance of qualifying. And we'll be right back with the fixture against Netherlands. It's a massive one. Playoffs still aren't out of possibility mathematically. So stay tuned and let's hope that the E-Tigers can make a comeback.
Welcome back everyone after a very short break to FIFA World Cup 2024 featuring eFootball, and it is console edition. It's the day number 2 and our E-Tigers, they are trying their best to get through to the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean it was a difficult game last one. Bit of luck did not favor us, I would say. Good performance against Poland, putting up a point on the table, but this is where it all matters, Shubhank. 3 out of 3 games we have to win in order to qualify. I've just got to know from the management that Saksham is going to be sitting out this game. It's going to be Ibrahim and Chinmay playing. So that's the pairing we didn't see before. And this is the first time we'll be seeing this. Game is about to kick off, of course, but how well they are able to do against a strong Dutch side is what I'm curious for. Saki, of course, taking the roles of him, like coaching role, and that's what he's very good at as well, apart from playing at the highest level. And this is kind of interesting, though. I mean, if things click for India after this pairing, it could actually end up being historic because, like we said, it's the first time E-Tigers are playing the FIFA World Cup with eFootball.
Yes.
And can they pull off a miracle is what I'm hopeful for. It's like you don't give up until the end, Shubhang, till the time mathematically it's not possible. And this is the hope that we have. This is what they have to think, that they still have a chance. Every game matters. And for them to be able to do this, I think it's just going to take something special. But it's not impossible.
Oh, that is true. And this is something even I wanted to see, how these young lads will play among themselves. Because we know Saki from a long time. He has a ton of experience when it comes to LAN. But it's just not his day today. And that's fine. A debutant season, a different title for him, and he's trying his best. And because the things are not looking like for the qualification, giving chance to the younger lads, giving them the opportunity, the exposure they need. Because India as a nation, we are definitely breaking it to the global stage slowly and steadily. And now with Ibrahim and Chinmay as the 2v2 partners, it is something I am really looking out for. Because this will definitely give them the immense confidence they need for the future events.
Oh, absolutely. And with that being said, I think the game has kicked off with Team India playing from left to right, of course, in our blue kit against a strong Dutch side. We need to start off really well. And as you rightly said, we are making it to the global stage slowly and steadily. And this is the moment to shine. We need those 3 points in this game. One game at a time, of course. I mean, don't want to get ahead of ourselves. Even though we have hope, we have to be realistic. And we have to see how they perform. The Dutch on the attack straight away. Memphis Defy tries to play that pass. Very well defended. And now Brandon has a chance to break out for India. Great bit of dribbling there to beat Jody. Can he play that pass? Just keeping the ball a bit too much, and Dumfries just intercepting that. I mean, this is where I feel our E-Tigers have to be a little more composed in order to play that pass quickly. Getting out of the midfield is so important. And we've seen them struggle throughout, haven't we, Shubhang? In all the, both the days we've seen, it's just the midfield press that has probably killed us in most of the games. It's just like, look at that once again, just losing out the ball in crucial positions. Whereas on the other hand, when we saw Daniel play in the mobile version for us, he was making those quick passes. He was literally flying. So I think it just comes down to how you're playing in that moment, and that's a chance for the Dutch. Somehow win the ball back. Gonna go for a short, good block there by Suresh.
Oh, and crucial block. This could have been the starter which Dutch needed. But now we are defending still. And again, as you rightly mentioned, that mid-press, the passing and the timing of when to pass, how long you need to hold the ball. This is what is just bothering the E-Tigers right now. Because the amount of chances we can create from the mid is a lot. But again, the right time, the right pass, it is not just working out. Another corner from the Dutch. They are taking the ball. Cody Gakpo, a long range effort. A bit more ambitious. Loses out the possession, but Manveer Singh trying to win the header, but straight to the CDMs.
Yeah, I mean, it's just been very chaotic for Team India at the back right now. They're still trying to figure out the best way to stop the Dutch. They've been very direct with their approach. As you can see, the passing hasn't really clicked for India. The Dutch have been just... It's Joshua Zirkzee playing the pass, Cody Gakpo with the shot. And yeah, I think it's just We're playing on the back foot though. That's not the start we wanted. I mean, of course, the whole game is left, but the Dutch have been super aggressive, and that's another corner, very well defended. Good head out. Ishan Pandita not been able to win that, but that's a chance for the counter. Can the boys in blue make something out of this? Good bit of passing there. Plays a through ball. Nice bit of head again. Beautiful build-up play. Ishan Pandita tries to look for Manveer Singh. Just not enough. I think the left flank was also empty over there. And that is the kind of build-up you'd like to see. That quick, intricate, one-touch passing is all we need in order to break down that solid Dutch defense. It was a positive sign indeed, though. It's very important that we get the first goal.
Oh, exactly. I think that was the best chance we created the entire day. Good 1-2 passes, getting 1v1s, but yeah, missing it out again. But this time we win the ball back. Jackson trying to switch the flank, Suresh Singh and Reg Deers. This guy is so ever present alongside Graven Birch. These two players are just dominating the midfield from the Netherlands team.
Yeah, it has been the case. I mean, the Dutch, of course, they are all the players in their team. Most of them are so tall as well. That physical presence, no matter how uniform the ratings are, which is at 90, 91. I feel it's somewhat the physical presence also that matters. The game is so aerial based. We've seen that in the last 2 days. Found that those headers, those knockdowns have been coming into play every single time. It's like sometimes air ball that we played and that's of course favors, but that's a chance to bring a nice return there. And we're saying get the ball back. Ending from Dutchman over there to stop the attack. That could have been a very good goal though, because India is looking dangerous now. Those quick passes behind Ibrahim Abdul. That's exactly what we like to see.
Oh, again, Memphis Defy. He has the ball, but Reinders passes through. This can be a good chance for the Dutch. India needs to keep the backline compact, and a good interception there. Final man just taking the ball into his feet, just saving India from conceding the first goal. Anwar Ali this time again trying to stop the ball. A shot dragged wide, but Dutch, they are again knocking on the door again and again. Every time they have the ball, it is looking like they are going to score.
Yeah, I mean it's just been that situation where they just want to attack. They're not passing too much. From what I've seen, right? We haven't really seen the Dutch try and make those extra passes. We see that they want to go direct, and that shot was an example of that. India, however, has created their own set of couple of attacks. They haven't really had a shot on goal, and that is kind of worrying because when you build up so well and you're not getting a chance to score, I think that is what gets to you and eventually concede a goal. So I think Team India has to get some shots in, and it's exactly why it's so important that we focus on the build up a bit more, the way that we've been doing against the likes of Poland in the first game, and stop the Dutch from just running through the center like that.
That's true. We need to find a fix for this. Now Brandon, he has the ball. Subhashish Bose, pass 1-2, good build up, but this thing has to be fixed up. Because even when we saw Daniel yesterday, even though it was a mobile version of the game, but the thing is the build up still remains the same. You need to get some time on the ball when you are in the final third. That one-touch passes are definitely gonna get blocked with the likes of every team possible. Those one-touch passes just don't set Team India's strikers up. And even when we look at Daniel, he was the one doing first touch passes, good tiki-taka in the entire midfield. But when he was near to the box, he used to take his time. Because that is what you need to create the space. Just take your time before the final third pass. But Team India is currently lacking all of that. It looks like the players are getting a bit too nervy and just trying to just pass the ball as soon as possible, and it is costing us a lot.
It is indeed. That is a chance for the Dutch. They take a shot. We'll get a second bite at the cherry, but well defended once again. And right the start of the second half, the Dutch are looking so dangerous again. That's what needs to change though. I mean, Gurpreet, of course, saving Team India in a couple of occasions we saw in the past games as well. And now the Dutch trying to go direct. What a corner that was. Very well defended. Rahul Great interception. Now that's a chance for Manveer Singh. Can he make the most of it? There's a cross available. Will he be looking at the man? Tries to play it back. There's a through pass available. Brandon Fernandez plays it to Ishan Pandita. Shots open up. And that is such a good goal for India. That is exactly what we needed. That breakaway goal. No shots whatsoever until this moment. And they made it count. We've been talking about this. So many chances, no goals is not something you want. You'd rather want the opposite. You get one chance and you make it count. Little turn inside from Ishan Pandita to get it onto his right foot and finish it in the bottom corner. Beautiful finish indeed. And Team India has to capitalize on this. They cannot let go of this lead if they have any chances of making it to the knockouts.
Exactly. And we have done this. The opening goal against the mighty Dutch. Things we definitely love to see and which we wanted from long time. But now Cody Gakpo, straight from the kickoff. It is Team Netherlands that get the equalizer within 2 minutes. Or maybe even less at this point. A kickoff giving them the equalizer right off the bat. Oh, you are the most vulnerable when you just score a goal, and Netherlands just proved that.
Yeah, I mean, that pass was so good though. You have to give it to the Dutch. They went so direct, and that's exactly the threat I was talking about. That this pass indeed, I mean, just goes through the defender, which is kind of absurd to see. I mean, just not intercepted by Mehtab over there. And that's not a good sign. And as you rightly said, you're the most vulnerable when you score. It is something that you don't want to be in a position to. I mean, you just want to get the goal back. And now Team India once again. Can they make the most of this kickoff as well? Just not enough. But yeah, Shubhang, I think when you're looking at the grand scheme of things, Team India, such a good goal that now they have to just stop the Dutch from making these attacks. Another attack from the Dutch, taking a shot, and that is the second goal. Back-to-back goals. Just threw it away indeed over there. It's really disappointing if you're in the Indian camp sitting over there after such a good goal. You can see 2 goals in the span of 2 minutes. It's not the position you want to be in. Just probably lost the plot over there. Look at that turn. Too much time with a centre-back. And that opens up the space as well. I mean, he keeping the ball with Mehtab. Losing it there, of course, was going to open up a centre-back space. Be vulnerable to score for the Dutch. And they make the most out of this. Not a good sign.
It was so good to see when we were leading the scoreboard, and within like the span of 10 minutes, we are down 2-1. Oh, this is not a good sign for the Tigers. And now they have another through attempt. Anwar this time. I think we committed a foul, a professional foul there from Rahul. But we needed that. We cannot let the Dutch score another one.
Yeah, I mean, they have a free kick in a very good position, though. I don't know how good they are with those free kicks. Takes a shot, and oh my goodness, what a free kick that is.
What was that?
I have never seen a free kick go in like that. Oh my goodness, they're down by 3 goals now. 2 goals now, but what a finish that is. I mean, the keeper just couldn't get a chance. It just went down, grounded so really well. It was so quick. And that's unbelievable. Such a good set piece from the Dutch. It's like they've mastered it, they've practiced it, sitting for hours and hours together to be able to pull something off like that. And India, of course, they're stunned. Mahesh with a chance. Can we come back into this game? There's still plenty of time for Team India to make a comeback. Nice bit of passing that just doesn't go through. It was sort of like the same attack like the Dutch to get the equalizer. India not able to successfully do so. Joshua Zirkzee tries to play a pass to Memphis Depay. Well trapped by Gurpreet Singh.
Back to Depay. Trying inside the box. Good block. 3-1. The Netherlands are still leading, and they intercept the ball high up the field. Just clearing it out from the back lines for Team India. Mahesh has the ball, trying to set Ishan Pandita up, but Dumfries, he's just so fast and so strong wins every 1v1 that's possible.
I mean, it's just been that kind of a game, hasn't it? The midfield has been the difference maker. The reason why we keep talking about it is because it is so visible indeed. Just to break through that press has been so tough for the Tigers. They have played well, no doubt. Just haven't been able to capitalize on their attacks. Every time they get the ball, they're losing it in the midfield. Just need to make sure that they are a bit more composed when they're attacking. Look for those final passes because there's not much time remaining. 72 minutes are up on the clock. There's a chance. Manveer Singh plays it to Ishan Pandita. Tries to look for the final pass. Just not enough over there. If you see the difference in the attack as well, Shubhang, between the Dutch and the Indians, like that midfield battle being won over, and they're just playing so direct compared to when India tries to play direct. The Dutch are so compact in the center. They haven't been able to give the space whatsoever. I mean, if you see, they don't even have Virgil van Dijk starting the game for them. Isn't that interesting indeed? He's the best centre back according to me in the world, and he's sitting on the
That's
bench.
true.
And that they've still conceded one goal. I mean, must come up with a game plan. Must have come up with a game plan that suits them. But if you see the formation as well for the Dutch, it's much different. It just looks much different than Team India's because now we have to go all out attack. India's playing a very attacking formation, sort of like a diamond, as we saw yesterday as well when we were trailing. And do you think there's a possibility for a comeback? I mean, I'm still hopeful. But as of now, things look very bleak for India right now.
Big substitutions from Netherlands as well. Getting all the players back on. And another Zayavi Simmons trying to find Cody Gakpo. Couldn't find anything right now. Subhashish Bose back to Jackson saying, this time we are keeping the patience, and this patience was needed. Even the goal that we scored on the counter, it required that right back to find an overlapping runner to drill the ball down to the final third. That patient build-up is what India wants every now and then. We have showed it once, but we need to do it again. But in the meanwhile, it is Netherlands onto another attack, and this is the final nail in the coffin. This game is done again. Great counter, and Brian scores the fourth one for the Dutch. It's Netherlands 4, India 1.
Yeah, and just not the best position you want to be in. Another goal for the Dutch, and that pretty much seals the win for them. India is now left just with 2 games to get the maximum points, whatever, but the qualification is more or less gone from our hands. Just have to keep our head up and play the rest of the fixtures, get a result, probably cause an upset for the other teams, and exit the tournament with the head held up high. Because this was the crucial game. I mean, if this was a win, Shubhang, then we could have hoped for a qualification. But now it just seems, I think mathematically also, it just might be out of our hands now based on the results of the other games. Unless there are a couple of draws happening, which might just give us a chance in the last 2 games as well. But yeah, it's not enough time left in this game, unfortunately. We haven't been able to play at the level the way that we did against Poland. It's been tough. Here's a chance. Manveer Singh, Ishan Pandita, can he get a shot? Just a heavy touch. Not able to get the shot away. And it's just been not India's tournament in the console version. Contrary to how well we've performed on the mobile version, I think it just goes to show that it depends upon a lot of the preparations as well. First time in the tournament, it's debut season for our national team. A lot to work on for the future tournaments, of course. It's a moment of pride for all of us, indeed, that they are here competing against the big teams. And if you see a couple of results as well, though, they were narrow losses. You know, I mean, with the likes of Spain, with the likes of France, drawing against Poland, I think it's not easy. And that's a chance for the Dutch, and they get another one. Puts the game to bed, and it already was. But just when I was talking about this, Shubhank, I think it's all about getting your performances in just for the remainder of this tournament, and take pride in the level you've achieved up until now.
Oh, for sure. But yes, this is one of those tournaments where things are just not in our favor. So many misfortunate attempts, so many things which could have gone under our favor, so many ifs and buts here and there. But hey, a tough pill to swallow, but we have to just accept the defeat here. Netherlands, they are definitely the better side. They have given the game and the boot camp and all the structure that majority of the teams have built. They are getting the results they needed. 5-1, the game will be up in a minute or two. Crushing defeat for the E-Tigers. But yeah, the young players, they have showed the potential they can carry, especially in that counter-attack that we scored. The good defensive structure that we can build. We have shown the glimpses of greatness, but nothing over the top to beat the Netherlands. And Dutch, they managed to get another victory to their name, and they needed this victory more than anybody else in the group because they were on the 5th spot, and with this victory they will definitely move up the top 4.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, kudos to the Dutch. They played really well, and as we see the result, 5-1 for the Netherlands. Not the position we wanted to be in, but we're still proud of our boys. I think for all the viewers watching, this is the first time India is ever part of the eFootball FIFA E-World Cup, and it is indeed a moment of pride for all of us. And coming back to the results, of course, of round 7 from Group A, Malaysia winning 1-0 against France. So they are a team that is in the mix now. They have beaten France, who were, I think, topping the group alongside Indonesia. Indonesia has lost their first game against Spain. And as you can see, Spain going top of the table. That is interesting indeed. England getting a draw as well, which puts them above India, and we're fallen back to the last position. That is not a side that we like to see. But the Dutch, 12 points, still in the mix.
Into the top 4 as well. The top 4 race is getting definitely even more interesting now. But hey, we still have 2 more matches to go, and one of them is against the mighty Indonesians. That match will be definitely very, very difficult for our E-Tigers to face in. As per today's result, the first game was a draw, and we thought that this might be a start for something great, but then a crushing defeat against Malaysia, and so does against the Dutch. And now our qualification is definitely out of the bounds. But hey, we are still there, still trying to create an upset, and we might get ahead of England at the bare minimum.
Yeah, I mean, that's the goal. We just want to make sure that we end the day on a good note. Indonesia, of course, a very difficult team, as we've seen before. Indonesia are second in the table, just lost to Spain by a narrow goal, and Team India to get a result against them would be, of course, a great way to put a statement there. Just at least finish any position up, but the last, at least that's what they must be thinking. We are proud of them nonetheless, but the results haven't really gone, and what matters at the end is the results. So you want to be getting some points on the table from the last 2 games. And yeah, I think we'll just definitely wait for the Tigers to regroup. And it's a hard pill to swallow, of course, but we will definitely be back for the game against Indonesia. A tough one, but something that gives us hope for them to play their best eFootball and get some points on the table. We'll be right back.
Okay, so there we have it. The next match is underway. It is FIFA World Cup 2024 featuring eFootball. We are live with the console edition, and it is a bad start today for the E-Tigers at the venue. We thought we might be able to qualify for the next stage. We might be able to win some matches, Lokmanu, but the way things started with a draw, everything after that just went south for us.
Yeah, I think it's just been very difficult for the Tigers right from the start. I mean, we saw that from yesterday as well. They just weren't able to get a grip of their game plan, the way that they want to play, indeed, the tactics, everything. I mean, you see Indonesia, they are the favorites to win the World Cup, indeed. As I mentioned earlier, they did a boot camp for 12 or 14 days, and their coach, indeed, is a world champion, former world champion. So that just goes to show what we're up against. And if we want to exit this tournament with our heads held up high, can we get the result? This man right there on our screens, Saki, the pride of India, he's done so well to represent the country for the second consecutive year as a national team player. That just goes to show what he is capable of. Can he turn things around for Team India just for this game, though? Even mathematically, though, it seems impossible to qualify for the knockouts. It's just a situation where you got to keep your head held up high. We have to be positive going into every single game, because every match counts. You're not just playing for the points on the table, just for qualification. I mean, you're playing for bragging rights as well, because it's a World Cup after all. And with that being said, the match has kicked off between India and Indonesia. Big game indeed for the boys in blue, and it is imperative that we need to play our best eFootball against the possible world champions.
Oh, that is true. And just imagine, Lokmanu, if we are able to create an upset here, just get the first one goal here and there and take down the mighty Indonesians. I think that will make to the headlines for sure. And something like that will definitely give the E-Tigers the momentum, the confidence they need on the final stages of the tournament. But hey, the looks of things are definitely very unlikely, because we know the mighty Indos have performed really, really well. They have taken just one defeat, and that too against the nation Spain, who are the table toppers right now. So, yep, it is going to be very difficult, but if that happens, it will be so beautiful to witness. But now Indos, they're right on the attack. Just look at the build-up. A cricketer shot, just dragged it wide.
Yeah, I mean, Indonesia, of course, ever so dangerous in front of the goal. Nice bit of turn there. Plays it to the midfielder, finds space on the wings. Nice little cricketer shot over there, just missing the target. That's what the Indonesians are known for. They're so deadly in front of the attack. And as of for Team India, though, they are playing the approach of playing the ball direct to their strikers, trying to head down like that with Manveer Singh, but hasn't really worked out for them. Indonesia, of course, looking very compact. Great press there from Jackson to get the ball. Ishan Pandita, Rahim, back to Brandon, tries to find the space, but again, Witten from Indonesia wins that ball. It's just been very difficult to break down the press of these. I mean, you've played eFootball yourself, Shubhank, and I mean, how does that work? Like, I mean, especially in a 2v2, you need a lot of practice, I'm pretty sure. And everyone watching who plays the game on a regular basis knows what I'm saying. That it's just so much of tactical play involved, as simple as it looks, because we don't really see a lot of skill moves that are happening. But I think it's all about the tactics and how you gel with your teammate, especially at this stage.
Exactly. Because the thing is, with this game, the tactics are so much customizable. You can have 3 strikers and everyone can be set to a secondary striker role, which means they are the front 3, but they will play deep down the box. They are not inside the box, but just on the edge of it to make more creative options. You can have 3 strikers, one of them can be set to a left winger. All that customization comes to how you plan the stuff before the match. We have seen a 5-back formation with no central midfielders except one CM who's playing a box-to-box, and then everybody else as a central pivotal role, and the left back and right back just bombing forward. That's create an overload on the attacking third. There are so many different ways to run down your midfield, your defense and everything. If you think you can just defend the wings better, everything could work differently, but hey, it is Indonesia while we were talking about the tactics and stuff, they have managed to scrap out a goal, and it is Ferdinand opening the score line. Pretty easy build-up from their side, just taking a shot directly into the goal. And no Indian player can stand a chance to stop that.
Yeah, I think when you were talking about the tactics, that is not kind of fast you want, and too much time in the midfield there. Look at that. It's just turning around two Indonesian players, that is very tough to do. They have to move the ball. It's just simple turn and shoot available for the Indos over there. Of course, they will capitalize on that. Potential world champions, as we predicted by a lot of analysts and people who have been involved in the for a long time. So that's not where you take the risk in midfield. I mean, you just have to try and get the ball away. And I think the pressure is what to our Tigers. Coming back to the tactics, though, yeah, I think look at Indonesia's tactics. They've got players from the wings bombarding forward. They've always got an option available. The Tigers, so this pass indeed. I mean, Shimag, I keep mentioning this midfield. You have to make sure that you get the pass away from the breakthrough. If you move the ball in the center too much, it's giving a lot of confidence to the opponent team as well. That is kind of difficult when you look at the game after the shot.
But yes, now again, Indos. Oh, cross could have been there. Just narrowly missing it. They're building some great attacking opportunities, and all that is coming because the patience they have in the build-up. They take their time, passing around, and then when they find the right opportunity, just trying to drill down in the box. And good opportunity created yet again. But hey, we survive. We are just down to one goal, and there's still hopes to get the equalizer there. Gurpreet trying to get it to the strikers, cannot hit the ball down, and Indonesia, they are yet again running a threat. But Anwarul this time around wins the ball back, sends Brendan ahead, has the opportunity to get things around, but Suleiman winning it directly from the midfield. Another interception from the team India, but now Rahim Ali trying to break the defensive guard down. Back to Anirudh Thapa, need a pass, a little too late.
It's just try to play the best possible pass. Indeed, that was a good opportunity to break through the midfield of Indonesia. But look at them straight off the counter. They're so direct in their approach. Shubhang, it just makes me wonder, like, is that the right way to play? I mean, for all the viewers watching who want to get better at this game, who want to have a shot to represent India in the next year's edition, I mean, that's a big aspect of all the viewers sticking around, watching their team play, is that these young players, like we saw Daniel last night on the mobile version, has given inspiration to a lot of budding esports athletes who want to play and represent India at the highest stage. They want to see this top level gameplay. And if unfortunately we're not able to play at this level, we'll definitely come back stronger next year. But the way that Indonesia is playing, is that the right way to play? We just have to see and find out how they do well in this tournament going forward. It's just a display of pure class and pure exploitation of whatever's tactics and the meta available to you. That's fascinating to see indeed.
Oh yes. But again, it is something which is definitely working out for them. But now, if you look at the Indian defense, we are still trying to win the ball back. A good pass inside the box. Fake shot. Gurpreet Singh Sandhu. Yet another miraculous save. And the Indonesians, they are building so fluidity. Just look at this. Another pass. Another touchdown inside the box. Just sending the defender home. Taking the shot, but Gurpreet, he saves another one. Corner routine now. Let's see what does Indo play for this corner.
Yeah, I mean, it's just corner after corner for the Indos. Good save there from Gurpreet. Second ball falls back to the Indonesians. Here's a chance. Ishan Pandita tries to look. Another risky pass there at the back, but somehow manages to get it away. Will win the second ball back. That just squeeze in the midfield. Sometimes wonder, is there a space on the wings that can be exploited? A through ball. Look at the press from Indonesia. As soon as we get the ball in the midfield, it's just always one player trying to close it down. And that's an opportunity on the wings. Good bit of passing there. Once again, risky coming out in play. He's been there, man at the back. trying to shut down all attacks of the E-Tigers. Indonesia once again with the chance, has to be careful while defending. And at the end of the first half, it is Indonesia 1, India 0. You see the stats though, it's been Indonesia's dominance. And I think there's something different that the E-Tigers have to do in this game. At least to get a draw also would be a fantastic result. I mean, given the state of this how the group stage is panned out, I think it's still very important for India to get a result out of this, just to go out with their heads held high.
Oh, that's true. They need something from this match, and if we can get an equalizer, it will definitely just taking the points from Indonesia at this point and trying to get at least one level up in the leaderboard. Up against England, up is the next game we have, so it will be definitely a crucial match as well for the overall standings. But yeah, Indonesians, they are yet another attack. Mehtab this time intercepted, lobs it ahead, back to Ranil Thapa. Just keeping the possession, but giving it away cheaply. And now Indonesian, they can build up a great counter right now. The right wing is completely wide open, trying to get inside the box. Suleiman crosses, could not win the header. But they still have the possession. Red cross, just saves.
Yeah, it's just attack after attack for the Indos. It's just something that it's been difficult for India to deal with. But they are getting away with it. That means they're still in the mix. Just have to make one good chance. Got the likes of Manveer Singh at your disposal. We saw how good he has been throughout the tournament. At least for Daniel in the mobile version, there's a chance to play that pass. I think probably should have just played that through ball indeed. Has a chance. Ishan Pandita just offside. Good build-up play. This is a positive sign for Team India. If they can create more chances like these, I think it would definitely help them get the equalizer with the remaining time. 30 minutes left on the clock, 32 to be precise. And it's just stopping the Indos from creating those chances, moving the ball quickly.
The attendance for this match was 70,987.
Yellow running down the left back wing, going ahead, but this passes, man. I still want to see India keep the passing lanes open before they make the pass happen. They are just trying to find the player in the final third, but the thing is, they are already been marked. The possession play is definitely not working out. The final third passes are lacking a lot. A goal kick, definitely we earned that. But hey, for the goalkeeper, we have Vishal Keth at the back lines. That is something different, at least for now. But now Anirudh Thapa just boarding off the Indonesian players, winning it back. Gave away a free kick though. But too far out to get a scoring happen.
You're talking about the tactics though, Shubhang. I think I'll let you have this one because you said the tactics when you can have three strikers. It would be nice to let the viewers know about how the tactics work with all these different positions, like the central midfielder, the DMF, which is the defensive midfielder, the attacking midfielder with Brandon. I think what is key right now for India, according to you?
Yeah, just look at Indonesians right now. They got two centre forwards and a secondary striker with two attacking centre mids. They are putting an overload on the back lines. Does not matter how many defenders we put on, they will still have numbers advantage when they are building up. Indonesians know that there is still possibility to get more goals into the game, and they are going all out attack. And just look at this, already inside the box, a good cross taken. But now they already have 5 players surrounding the Indian box. And this is something which we need to counter. Since they are having so much attackers up front, opening up the wings should be our play. Having a left winger or a right winger, that will be an outing every time we win the ball back. That attacking final third player will always have the space on the wings. Since Indonesia, they are not defending it right. They are just onto the attack, and this is what happens. They just overloaded the box, have 4 players surrounding the goalkeeper, and there is no way the Indians could defend it. Indonesia knows our weakness, and they are just exploiting it again and again. Even more attacking side of play, and they get the second one on the board. Just look at the amount of people flooding. 4 players against 4 defenders, and whenever you know there's a equal numbers or out numbers of the attackers, the defending team does not stand a chance.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of difficult because you see that nice back heel that was played and then a finesse shot. It's been tough for every team in the group, not just India, in order to defend that 4:4 attacking ratio. There were 4 attackers, which you normally see it's 4 defenders against 2 strikers. And of course, the wingers cutting in from the wings. But they've got like 4 players right up there. And even when they're winning the game, you see, like, look at the number of bodies that go forward from the Indos. It's literally 3 versus 4. And then you see another winger coming from the left wing position as well. So it just goes to show that attack is the best form of defense for the Indos. And they
That's
have
serious.
their. Yeah, I mean, it's
Like,
incredible to
sorry
see
to cut you
indeed.
off, Lukman, but if you look at the players in the mini map, there are just 3 defenders on the back line, and everybody from the Indonesian team is attacking the final third. They have left back overlapping, 2 centre mids on the edge of the box, 3 strikers inside the box. They have sent everybody ahead. They are just creating a pressure after pressure, and to defense, they just have 3 players at the back. Just 3. They know if they can overload the final third, no team can defend that. Every defender is put
Yeah.
out of position because the movement that they are creating, and this is just tactical masterclass from the Indonesians right now.
Yeah, as you rightly pointed out, Shaban, that the number of players going forward for them, even I was noticing that in their other games also when I was watching the FIFAe stream, is like how they aggressively play, and they've given no chance whatsoever. See, again, that press right after kickoff for the Indos. I mean, they are a very solid team indeed. But yeah, I think it's just all about the tactical masterclass, the practice they've put in. And I'm pretty sure the Tigers will come back strong in the next edition of the FIFA World Cup console version, because it's their debut season, mind you. And of course, it's not easy to go ahead and perform at the highest level. Another chance for Indonesia, by the way. Well defended by Nikhil Pujari, but not enough time left to get 3 goals considering how aggressive the Indonesians have been. And Rahim Ali, just when I say that, has a chance. Can he make something out of this? But risky once again. You see that presence, the physical presence of that player working so well out for Indos. It's just been incredible, really. I am full of praises for this Indonesian team because they've just done so really well in this tournament up until now. And something for the E-Tigers to learn as well, in all fairness, that sportsman's spirit to actually recognize the talent is something that we need to talk about, especially for us to come back stronger, is how we learn from these teams and represent India at the highest stage with better performances.
Oh yes. But now again, just look at this. This is so difficult for the Indian Tigers right now. The amount of chances that Indonesians have created are so much in numbers, and if you compare to our side, we are trying to play balanced football. But the thing is, Indonesians are very ready and aware of how we build up from the back, how our players are structured, and that formation is definitely not working out for us. We try to get the basics right, but Indonesians, they are just day and light ahead of us. And as you said earlier as well, they have set up a boot camp and they are been practicing, putting in hours and hours for the grind. And this grind definitely paying off, dominating every team in the group, just getting 1 defeat against Spain. But now, just 1 centre back and everybody else from the Indos, he is inside the box. Another 1-touch passing. This time Jackson wins the ball back, but just last 3 minutes remaining, loses the possession cheaply, cancels the shot. At least a clearance there. And no, we cannot get past the back line at all. Indonesians have just scuffed up at the back. We cannot move an inch with the ball.
I mean, Indonesia all over defense of Team India. It's been tough. Not the tournament we were hoping for. This confirms mathematically that India will not be able to qualify for the knockout. It breaks our heart. Not just breaks our heart, but it breaks a lot of people who are supporting the Tigers on the console version. But still have one more game to play for the pride. Confirms the scoreline 3-0 to Indonesia against India. Vicky Dimas and Marcelino, goal scorers for Indonesians, and their players have been so very good. Heartbreak for Team India, discussing as to what we could have done better. They have to come back stronger, and they will.
Yes.
Look at the handshake though, it's so respectful. This is what I love about tournaments, is these, that respectful team spirit. The sportsmanship is what sets them aside, and it is what we love to see at the highest stage, don't we, Shubhank? I think it's, despite winning by a concrete margin, despite being the best team in the group, they have managed to be so humble on the way. But nonetheless, Team India leading, led by Saki and Chinmay and Ibrahim, they have to just be morally up and play the last game with pride and exit the tournament with a lot of hopes for the next year's edition, because this will keep happening. We will be here next year as well, and we
Yes,
just want to
for
see
sure.
Team India do well. Absolutely.
And we are still looking out for the first win of the console version as well. So the next match that we have, it is up against England, and England, they are in the same spot like us. They are not having a good time, and so are we. Both the teams are facing a lot of difficulties when it comes to the attacking side of things, and defending side is getting a bit dicey. But hey, the overall result is definitely not in our favors at all. And we are going to play the last version, yes, as we talked about earlier. It is Team England versus Team India in the last game for the day for us on the console. The qualification hopes are definitely over, but we just won the first victory, and it is Team England who are performing exactly like we are. So that match is definitely going to be a close battle between both the teams.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think just when we spoke about the double-digit number to qualify, I think despite polling have 10 points, they're still not there in terms of the top score spot. They still could, with their last fixture, knock France out of the tournament. It'll be so interesting to see Spain and Indonesia qualify flawlessly, and Netherlands, France and Poland are in the mix. Even Malaysia is there in the mix. But sadly for Korea, England and us, India, they are out of the tournament. England, as you rightly said, are in the same position as we are. So just to not finish at the bottom of the group, this is going to be a big match. And of course, the age-old rivalry between these teams. We saw it what Daniel did to the Englishman yesterday in his mobile version game, which was a 7-0 win. I think that is something that we need to replicate. At least a win with the Englishman would be great. But we'll be back after a very short break for the final match of the FIFAe World Cup console version between India and England. Stay tuned, guys.
Welcome back everyone to FIFA E World Cup 2024 featuring eFootball. It is day number 2 at the group stages and this is our last match of the day. It is the round number 9 and Team India, we take on Team England. Look Manu, we thought this could be a day where E-Tigers would definitely step up. But after that draw against Poland, everything just went south for us.
Yeah, I mean, when you see that result, you were hopeful that one draw could have basically changed the course of day 2 for us. And that was a point that was very important. It could have, a couple of wins after that would have put us in a good position to qualify. But then, yeah, it's not been good for either of the teams, as you see, for England and India. Both of them are out of the tournament. And you see the experienced players like Saki, you see the likes of Mitch as well sitting behind on his phone, just wondering, yeah, what could have just been better. And these are the kind of players who step up for you in these tournaments, but just hasn't been your day, and that's what happens sometimes at the highest level. So you just want to make sure you exit the tournament with your head held high and you win this match, because this game, Shubhank, is a very interesting one indeed. I mean, it's because of the nations that every time they play in different sporting titles, it's always amazing. So this fixture in itself is important. It's not just, it's not just from the point of view of, like how the tournament has gone. I think this fixture is still very crucial to get the bragging rights and, yeah, just prepare for the next year with a positive set of mind.
Oh yes. This is more about getting experience in our debut season at this point, to knowing what we could have done better, and definitely after the tournament, all our E-Tigers are gonna sit and just have a ward review done, like what we could have done better, how do we improve. Because FIFA E World Cup, it is going to be a thing where we Indians will definitely have our eyes set out on. But yep, this is going to be the last match for the group stages. It is England versus India. Both the teams are trying to get a point from this, at least a draw at this point. Or if India wins it, we might even topple down England from the bottom spot. But yep, Cole Palmer on the wings, running inside, gets the interception done. But now Anirudh Thapa rather, gets the ball. Deepak Tangri finds Brandon. Manveer Singh up ahead. Hits the ball. A good pass inside the box. Could be a chance for Rahim Ali, but interception. John Stones so ever present yet again.
Yeah, I mean, that's a positive start from India right from the start. They try and intercept the ball, try to chase the ball as well, winning the ball in the midfield. That's exactly what you need. And I think rather than a draw, because if the game ends up in a draw, it's just going to be England above us. So I think it is a case where India needs to go all out for the win. They've got nothing to lose, which is the main thing here. Both teams actually have nothing to lose now. All they have to do is play their bestie football and try and get a result for their nation. I mean, it's incredible to see the lineup of England, of course, such household names compared to the likes of our heroes. And these are the names that are very familiar with the Indians, of course, playing highest level. Raheem now,
Yes.
while we are so strong.
Now again, Rahim Ali on the wings. India trying to get the first one on the board. Good long range attempt. Anirudh Thapa with the finish shot. Yeah, the rebound is caught offside. Good attempt though. Trying to do something from 40 yards out. Almost drawed keeper's attention as well. Now England trying the similar play style which we have seen from the E-Tigers. But now Manveer Singh, he has a through available. Will find the pass inside the box. Rahim Ali, final third. But Manveer Singh, this time around, the power was lacking and the interception was there as well to support the team England. We are getting close. We are knocking on the door. But just not able to get that clinical finish.
Yeah, I think that pass over there could have been played. I was just wondering why that through ball was not played, because that was a clear-cut chance. Shubhang, you must have noticed that yourself, that there was a through pass available in the center itself. There was no need to go on the wings, but I think that's probably, it's just like they must be thinking about something else. So it's just that the pressure got to them once again. I mean, these are the kind of passes you look back on later on when you're watching your games again. All those wards that you watch to prepare tactically, I think that is the moment they'll look back upon, and that was kind of a good goal scoring opportunity. He got the shot away, if not anything else, had that pass been played. Plenty of time still. Good pass there to Manveer Singh. Can he make the most of it? Ishan Pandita takes a shot, and that is the goal Team India needed. Well done over there to make that space for Manveer Singh to run into. Turns inside, plays it to Pandita, and a good finish there. 1-0 to India.
Opening the scoreline, this is what we wanted to see. Good start, and this build-up will definitely give us the hopes to get a first victory of the group stages. Good finesse, bottom right, and the goalkeeper had no chance stopping it. Just getting few more goals in our bag, this is all I ask for. This is all E-Tigers need right now. Getting that first victory and being above England by defeating them in the last game. And the moment we scored, we are already seeing some changes occurring from the sides. Shoulder charge and everything, just trying to change some controller inputs there. This is something unique to the game, because generally those setups are done pre-match, but changing stuff mid-match is something very different from what we are used to.
Yeah, I think there's probably some changes they want to do just to have, you know, better control of the controls they're playing with. I think that always happens. Sometimes you want to make a couple of changes, tweak the settings a bit here and there, just to get that perfect game that you're trying to play. That's pretty common when it comes to eFootball, and especially in this position where you're playing 2v2. I think the control settings even matter more, beyond the fact that you have to play in sync with your teammate. Here's a good pass there to Ishan Pandita, tries to turn away from Gay of England. His pass there to Ali. Pandita now on the wings. Can he replicate what he did in the first goal? Declan Rice for England now. Such household names, like every player you're so familiar with. Cole Palmer though, Shubhang, we were talking about this yesterday. That reminds me of our hero, which is Daniel. We'll be seeing later tonight in action. Just to remind all the viewers though, even though the console edition has not been the great for us, but we are absolutely flying at the top of the table with our young man, Daniel. There's a chance for England meanwhile. Well defended. We are coming back to Daniel. What a player. Just 17 years of age, representing us at the highest level. Incredible indeed what he was doing yesterday. I mean, the things that I saw, the goals that I saw, he made Manveer Singh look like prime Cristiano, to be very honest. And that's exactly what we'll be. So 10 o'clock tonight, Indian Standard Time, is when we'll be seeing our star man finishing the rest of his group games, trying to stay on the top, qualify for the knockouts. So I am genuinely looking forward to that. And trust me when I say this, Shubhang, I think he's that man who could actually lead us to a world championship in eFootball mobile version.
Oh, for sure, man. He surely the favorite. He is a brute force because the number of goals he has scored in 4 games, he's averaging 4 goals a game. He had like a plus 16, plus 15 of goal difference as well. But in the meanwhile, Team India, they are onto the attack. We missed that opportunity, but going back to Daniel. Now he is our last hope, and that hope is pretty high up in the air. Because the way he is playing, he is dominating the entire group, leading the games as comfortably as you like him to do, scoring numerous number of goals in a game. And all in all, he looks like he is the tournament favorite as well. He definitely had made it to the playoff, but now today he's just going to play the matches just to close down the group stages. His qualification has already been confirmed with the number of points he was able to achieve on the first day itself. So yeah, it's going to be a great group stage match for the evening, which starts at 10 p.m. in the Indian Standard Time. So that will be a thriller one as well. And as we are ending the console match, I think we'll end this on a high note as well by defeating England and getting our first victory on the console version.
Yeah, I think that is very important. The first victory, and nothing has gone up to the plan. We had 7 matches in total, and I think it's sorry, my bad. We've had more matches than that, but it's just the results haven't really gone our way, has it? And I think to get the first win is so important to build up on the next stage. The second half being kicked off, India with the lead, and as you rightly said, it's going to be a nice build up for our mobile version tonight as well if we manage to beat England and have those bragging rights, because we did manage to beat them yesterday on the mobile version. And can we do the same in the console one and get our first win and actually finish above England in the table? That is going to be very crucial for the boys to end this tournament with their heads held high. Nice chance there. Can they make something out of the second chance? Raheem Ali dribbles around the box. Just Jude Bellingham there to close it down. Yeah, I think India has been the better team. I haven't really seen a threat from England, have we, Shubhang? I think it's just a matter of time. Team India can get the second goal. They've done well to intercept those passes especially and build from the back.
Good pass there. And now if we look how Team India is playing this match, this is looking like the team we needed from the start. The passes are pinging right. We are not going for numerous amount of lob passes. And whenever we try, we have a player who's completely wide open in the space. The final pass could be there by John Stones. Yet another interception from him. Good block for Team India. We are still leading the game by 1-0. And all we need to do is just keep the scoreline in our favor. Just defense the scoreline, and if you get an opportunity, just build up on it as well. But England couldn't get passing, keeping the possession for a very long time. But Anirudh Thapa breaking things off, and now Manveer Singh could unleash a counter attack, but Gallagher he wins the ball back.
Yeah, he does indeed, and I think it's just been ping pong eFootball that we're seeing here. It's both teams not able to beat the other team's midfield press at the moment. Team England, of course, trying really hard to make something out of every attack that they're doing, but India, of course, has a response. They do press really well in the midfield, especially in this game. Can India get the second goal? Brandon, nice pass there to Manveer Singh. Can they make the most of this? Nice cross, back post! And how is that not going in? Ali missing a very good chance over there, to the surprise of Ibrahim and Saksham. It's one of the most beautiful chances I've seen. Nice little Trivela cross across the goal, but Ali missing that header. That could have been 2-0 to India.
Oh, great opportunity, and this is the closest we have come again to score the settle in our favor, because second goal would have just confirmed things that the first victory is coming our way. But yep, if you look at the formation structure as well, AMF and a CMF and then a defensive midfielder, every position possible, and then Brandon, he is like the pivot from the midfield to the attacker side. 2 strikers who are more focused over the left side, and then Raheem Ali, he's the one dropping back and playing as a pseudo striker up front, because the space that Anirudh gives up while defending, Raheem Ali takes that. So all that tactical changes that India is using, it is more centrally about how we progress through the games. It's more like a diamond structure of how we wanted to progress. And this is one of the reasons that the teams that overload us in the mid have been able to take care of us very easily. But if you talk about England, they're trying to build up a similar style, and in that style, it is Team India who are definitely a better side. But again, just look at it. We don't have the width. We try to go from down mid. We lost the position there, but the chances, they are coming in again and again, because Team England, even they have no clue how to beat the central structure.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they're just banking upon the second balls a lot, and because they've not got another interception right there from the striker itself. So if you're able to win the ball back right at the start, like right in the attacking phase with your strikers dropping back, I think that's a very positive sign for Team India defensively, because England now is trying to exploit the wings, manages to play that pass to Gerard Bowen. Can England make something out of this though? Good bit of passing there, but Anwar Ali was there, ready to attack that ball, intercept and build the attack once again. Good pass there to Thapa. There's a chance for him to play out to Ali. Has to minus it back, gets the ball. Can India make something out of this? Tries to play a through ball, takes a shot. Great save from the goalkeeper. India once again, second bite of the cherry. England just not able to get out of their box in that situation. Somehow manages to do so. But look at the press. Anwar Ali going all the way and winning the ball back. That is so great to see. The ability to trust, pulling out your centre back all the way out there and still managing to win the ball is so crucial, isn't it?
And it almost led us to the goal as well. And now England, they were through on attack. Good save from a goalkeeper, Gurpreet. But now Rahim Ali, a 1-2 pass. The right wing is open, but Anirudh Thapa takes his time, finds Brandon, and this is what I was talking about, being Brandon as a second striker. Just drops back, collects the ball. Rahim Ali goes to the sidelines, gets the ball. Interception there, but India still keeping the position. Anirudh Thapa, the 1-2 passes, 4 strikers ahead. Manveer Singh inside the box, twisting and turning, and a low ground finesse. Finally, this has to be it. It is the first victory of the console that is coming our way, and we are 2-0 up against England.
Yeah, what a finish that is from Manveer Singh. That has to be the final nail in the coffin for this game. Great bit of passing there. Look at the one-touch eFootball they've played. Simple one-touch, takes a turn inside. Nice little shimmy on the left. Comes inside. Finesse. Bottom right corner. There is no chance whatsoever for the goalkeeper to get to that. It was in fact Ramsdale who's the keeper. And this celebration is so interesting. Great stuff from the boys in blue, our E-Tigers. Even though it came at the last moment, but it matters, it counts. Here's another chance. Just delayed the pass again. Seen this a couple of times though. Simple through ball was available, just took a bit more time. But I think that wouldn't really matter now, because Team India is on their way to get the 3 points. 4 points in total for us. Not the number of points you would have wanted on the board in terms of group standing, Shubhang, but like we spoke about the bragging rights of this game, the meaning of this fixture, England versus India, always turns out to be a feisty affair. England, on the other hand, has a chance, tries to cross it in, and that should be it. The final whistle. This concludes India's participation in the FIFA E World Cup 2024, featuring eFootball console version. Just haven't been able to play at the level they wanted to, but a good way to end this tournament for themselves and to have high hopes for the next edition. We have indeed seen a lot. The lows, the highs, the moments where we thought that we could see India coming back into this, which just hasn't been the case, unfortunately, in terms of the playoffs. But what a performance indeed against the English national side.
Exactly. Getting the first victory was so necessary for closing down the event, and getting on the last match definitely will give them that confidence our E-Tigers needed. A 2-0 victory against the England, and even England, if you have a look at them, they are not able to get a single victory of the all 8 matches they have played. So on that note, Team India, definitely we were a better side today, and we definitely played better eFootball as compared to the other games. But yes, unfortunately, we could not qualify from here. 4 points is all we have, and all the matches at the console version are definitely over.
Yeah, I mean, just like we said, it hasn't been India's tournament in the console version. We'll just have a look at the results now from round 9 of Group A. Netherlands beating Poland 2-1. Indonesia, stalemate between them, sharing the spoils. England going down to India, and India, a delight to us and all the fans, even though it hasn't been our tournament. Beating England, of course, feels good, and we finish above them. Korea going down to Spain, and Spain is looking to be the team. I mean, Spain and Indonesia, when we look at the standings from this group, which is just going to be pulling up right after this, I think we are genuinely witnessing Spain and Indonesia as one of the favorites of this tournament. We have to talk about them, even though India could not make it there, but there are some teams who have impressed us. And we've actually had a lot of fun doing this, Shubhank, because we've seen some really nice eFootball being played by all these nations at the highest level, at the World Cup level, is
Yes.
fantastic indeed. Now when we look at the standings, Spain, top of the group, 18 points alongside Indonesia. The results are yet to be uploaded, I think. India finishing above England, and that concludes their tournament. 1 win, 1 draw, 6 losses, unfortunately. England with 0 wins throughout the tournament, 2 draws, sitting at 2 points. Korea and Poland, unfortunately, haven't been there. I think they're out. So what makes this table conclude is that France's result, I think, could change it. But from what I gather, I think it all depends upon the goal difference between Malaysia and France as to how it's going to work out. But yeah, these results, as far as I think, it's from day one. I'll let you talk about this.
Oh yes. But yeah, if we have the entirety of the tournament, if we look at the way we played the entire results, Korea was definitely a difficult side, but the favorite Spain, we gave them a good competition, and we definitely thought that after this we might be able to get a comeback, and then we faced France, and even the French game, it looked like we might be able to get a victory since it was 75th minute and France took the lead, and that was so unfortunate for us because if those two matches went away, the entire tournament could have been so much different. We could have been in the top 6 or maybe top 4 for that matter. But yes, it is what it is. We had a debut season at the console version, and it definitely just didn't go our way.
Yeah, I mean, we were expecting a lot from our Tigers, but again, at the same time, it's just the start of something great for India as an eFootball nation. Of course, in the future tournaments with FIFAe, we'll be seeing more of, I think, probably when it comes to tournaments that used to happen earlier, other titles as well coming into play. I think FIFA is doing a fantastic job to give a platform, and India, of course, right in the mix as the member association, would be looking forward to participate in the future tournaments. Gives a lot of hope to Indian e-athletes as well. But yeah, these results, Poland was a good start, but then just going down to Malaysia and absolutely getting battered by the Netherlands is not something that they were expecting, even though the performance against Malaysia wasn't too bad. But yes, unfortunately, we just finish on 4 points in total, and that's the end of our journey in the console version.
Yes.
And yes, Shubhang, I think it's been a fantastic, fantastic afternoon indeed. Despite the results, I mean, we have showed that we are there amongst the top countries in the world to be playing at that level. And with players like Saksham, of course, an experienced player, giving confidence to these young boys, which are Ibrahim and Chinmay. I think they are
Exactly.
going to be the ones going forward in the future. But of course, hey, we're still waiting for Daniel to play at night. So I'm personally looking forward to that a lot, because he could be the one changing the whole game for us at the global level, because he's very close to qualification. He's won all 3 games, and we definitely look forward to that. I mean, it's incredible indeed that we've come this far, and it's been a pleasure,
Exactly.
of course, to do this with you, Shabank. And yeah, I think it's nice for all the viewers who tuned in. It is fantastic
Yes.
for all the support that they've given us.
Oh, yes. The eFootball has been pretty great for us. Not the console version though. We have ended up, but it was a debut season. We have to keep that in mind. Players just getting the first experience, first LAN experience for so many of them. Except for Saksham, both the players Ibrahim and Chinmay, they had the first experience to play at the LAN, and now it just didn't go our way. But the journey at FIFA World Cup is not over yet. We still have Daniel, and he is keeping India's hopes high to win the World Cup as well. But how will Daniel play? We'll find out tonight at 10 p.m. So make sure to tune in at 10 p.m. for Daniel's matches, and FIFA E-World Cup action will begin from that on. For now, we take a break and see you tonight.